I've been talking to my sister. She's going to help me get going here because I can get her. She's retired, so she can just get with me all evening long. Stop.
Hey, we want you to get some watch hours out there right off the bat.
So we want to get started for next Monday with the freeze drying stuff. So Jimmy's looking forward to that too.
Okay, I see what he said. It's Big Jim backwards, so that's what the one that goes all stuttering all over.
Yeah, okay. Big Jimmy.
Yeah. All righty.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mean Green Lab.
Yep.
That's it. That's Jimmy.
So he's in here twice.
I guess so, or not, or maybe I don't know. I'll talk to him later.
Yeah, I see.
Confusing like me.
Yeah, I see two different ones in here, so that's fine. We all enjoy the watch hours, and Angel's Homestead came in on your side, Tammy.
Welcome.
All right, and all righty. So for those that been out of the loop here for the last 6 months, or the last couple of months here, Tammy was one of the was a presenter at the Food Independent Summit in Ohio. The Seed to Spoon there, she's got the thing from it. And Seed to Spoon, there in Ohio, and she's back there for she was presenting for 2 days, and so I'm going to show some pictures. You can talk about them in a little bit, and then you can go off on give us a report on everything out there and everything I missed by not being able to go.
A good time was had by all. It was hot. As you can see from the steam, it was hot.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. So let's hit some of these pictures here. All right. And this was actually a promo picture that Superb did with you.
Yes.
Throwing you up there. And so it was the Superb Sailing Solutions, whatever the actual full name is actually one of the founders of the Food Independent Summit.
Yes, yes.
And
there's Joel Saladin.
Yep. And see, there's the ones they put out for you.
Yep, I did the milk. They always want me to do milk because people really love the milk.
Yep. And then here's one with Sarah.
Yep. And that's Sarah Thrush. She's from Sarah Plain and Tall or Peelies and Petals on TikTok.
Yeah. And that was throwing me off. Okay, so the Peelies and Petals is what she had her book listed the book was listed under for
she has two TikToks.
Two TikToks?
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I noticed for the book and stuff, it had the petals or peels and petals on it for it. And we got, just one of the mini booths there.
Oh, they had two great big long tents with booths. And a lot of the booths were giving demonstrations. So there was sausage making, there was sauerkraut. One year they did butter. I'm not sure if they did butter this year because it was so hot. But yeah, there was a lot of demonstrations on different things to make. Yeah. Brooms and ropes. They were teaching how to make brooms and ropes this year.
Cool.
Justin did not come this year, but in his place we had Anne of All Trades.
Okay.
And she was fabulous. That was last year's picture of Justin.
Yeah, I know. I just love the way Google, I put in Food Independent Summit 2024, and they throw up a bunch from last year.
Oh, of course. Because they haven't got them all yet.
All right, so those are the pictures I had there. Let me go drop that down and bring up. There are a whole bunch more pictures. Also, yeah. There are, and some I did, there are so many pictures here.
There's Anne of All Trades.
Which one?
The one with the hat. Go down a little bit. The one with the hat on. That's Anne of All Trades. She's got a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
and she was the speaker in place of Justin. Walnut Creek Foods is one of our sponsors. They're right there. You'll know Walnut Creek Foods. Sorry, a second. Walnut Creek Foods is in a lot of the health food stores throughout America.
Yeah. And
I have a lot of Walnut Creek like cheeses and stuff, and up here in South Central PA.
Yes. If you go back up, there was a guy in a red shirt right there. I believe. Yep, that's Marcus. He is the owner of Berlin Seeds, and Berlin Seeds is also one of our sponsors. Yep. I bought a pink champagne currant last year, bare root. Brought it home, stuck it in a 1 gallon pot. That thing is huge. It's almost as tall as I am. It's almost as wide as I can spread my arms. It's got fruit on it. And like I told him, I'd like to see what it tastes like, but there's this chipmunk. And every time one starts to turn the least bit pink, I got a chipmunk that's stealing my currants right off my bush. So I haven't got a taste of one yet because I keep being gone. He's like, well, you could kind of cover it. And I said, what would be the fun in that? Then the chipmunk wouldn't be fair to the chipmunk. So
nice.
Okay. We're having a chipmunk war, but I kind of like the chipmunk. So they did set the date for next year.
Yes. Yeah. I'll bring that up in a second.
Okay. There's Sarah and I last year.
Yeah. And there looks like they were cleaning chickens because that looks like a plucker.
Yep. Joel Salatin does a how to process chickens from start to finish.
And of course you have the Amish or Mennonites
we are in the heart of Amish and Mennonite country. Yes.
Yeah.
And Lehman's Hardware is 30 minutes away. They're also one of our sponsors. They are just amazing. If you've never been there, you need to devote half a day. It's a museum as well as a store. So as you're walking around, you're looking up, and like every single canning jar ever made is up on a shelf. The owner was like me and liked to collect old stoves. And so all of the old stoves are up there on shelves above your head.
Whoa.
It's just amazing. And then I think they have every single piece that Lodge has ever made for sale in there. It's just amazing.
Oh, so either leave your wallet at home or bring a very fat wad of cash with you. And a trailer.
They take credit cards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but a credit card, he'll spend twice as much.
That's right.
That's the problem. Yeah.
It's tough on the budget.
If you want to make butter, they have butter churns. If you want to, they have an exclusive pink canner for breast cancer awareness. They're the only ones that can sell the pink canner.
Cool.
They do sell Superb lids and they do sell Superb jars. And I believe they sell the Azure standard jars. Here comes that. Sorry,
kids. All right.
You're kind of in a small environment there.
Yeah. My neighbors are running up and down with a four-wheeler. Azure Standard has the wide mouth quarts now. Mm-hmm. So there's smallmouth pints, smallmouth quarts, and largemouth quarts jars that are made here in America and sold either through Superb or through Azure Standard. And you can buy all of the Superb stuff at Menards now, as well as Walmart. Azure Standard, of course, you buy their jars from them because.
Yeah, well, the Walmart here does not have it yet because I checked when I was there today.
You can order them, have them delivered.
Yes. All right. Got another. I changed the web page over here, so this is what hopefully everyone can read what it says. So this is the morning session for the Wednesday and Thursday morning sessions. Big tent. Welcome in was John Miller, the owner of Superb Industries and Superb Ceiling Solutions, and Joe. I always mispronounce
Salatin.
Ann Biggs.
Yep, that's Ann of all trades. Yep.
John Moody.
Yep. Rogue Food. I got to meet him. Very interesting man. Very interesting.
And then John Miller comes back again in the morning, and then Neil Kinsey, owner of Kinsey Electric Services. The other morning was Dave Stelzer, founder and CEO of Azure Standard Jars.
Yep. And Azure Standard Foods. They're a bulk food company based out of Oregon, and they now they have drop sites in different states.
Mm-hmm.
And you can either buy in bulk and go to a drop site, but they now do direct shipping as well. So if you want to get wholesome, organic, made in American food, they have shipping directly to homes now.
Okay. And Sumi's here as well. I'm throwing everybody up here as they make a comment. So you got the owner of Berlin Seeds, Marcus Wingerg.
Yes.
Sarah Thrush, Joe Southen, John Miller again, then lunch, and then and lunch is a Amish wedding feast and the barn raising feast.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, and then there was I'm so mad, but I couldn't go. Wednesday they got all the different things going on at the same time. This one was once, okay, which one do I want to go to the most?
Yeah. And people wander in and out through things. I mean, some people don't stay for the whole thing, and that's fine too. They come and go. Now,
it's interesting. I found from the Farmers Advance, there was a news article on it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Epic Times also came and is doing some articles that'll be coming out in the future on it.
Yeah. And so there's all the information about it there. And but there's a lot of information on it. I just wish they'd do something like that out here in Idaho.
Yeah.
Of course, if they do something out here, they're probably going to head over to Boise, where not that many people do it, instead of coming out here to Idaho Falls, where a lot of people can.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to go to Pennsylvania somewhere. That'd be great. Well, then again, Ohio's not that far away. So
I was halfway to Pennsylvania when I was in Ohio.
I know. I literally wanted to go, but the whole week work and all that never panned out. And so next year, I'm going to put in my vacation way ahead of time. And also a reservation at the campground for like the whole week.
It's $75 a night at that campground. I just found that out.
For what? For a full hookup or for a tent site?
I don't know. I just somebody looked it up and told me. But we actually rented bed and breakfast.
Yeah, I saw that video. That was cool.
Yeah, and
was that a bed and breakfast or that was a
B&B? A B&B,
yeah.
no breakfast. Yeah. You had to cook your own breakfast. It wasn't included, but there was a full kitchen there. So.
And Tuber Chat is in off of your side, Tammy.
Hi, Kevin. Thank you.
And sorry, let me throw up the other one we were talking about. So the dates for next year is June 18th and 19th.
Yes.
So June 18, 19.
It's always a Tuesday and Wednesday, same week.
Well, I might be retired by then, so that'll work.
Yeah.
There you go.
So if anybody's interested in it, there's stuff out there for it already. I'm not sure if they're taking reservations yet or not, but.
Yes, they are. They are actually selling tickets to the event already, and they have actually sold quite a few. Yes. People that went have already bought their tickets for next year.
Wow.
Yeah. That tells you something about the event right there.
Yes, it does. All right. So just, it's Food Independent Summit, and put in 2025, and that should get you going to it.
Yeah.
So were you behind the pressure canner all day, both days, or?
From 1 to 5, the second day, from 1 to almost 7 the first day, because people had so many questions, we ran over almost 2 hours. And that was fun. Yeah, the second day we can't run over because we have to clean up and get out.
Yeah.
But the first day we stayed there until people were done with the questions.
And CB's in the house.
Hi, CB.
And Suzanne Galay's in on your side.
Hi, Suzanne. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to hopefully I can get things squared away with the staff sergeant, and hopefully we can both come out to it next year. But so, what was your favorite part of it?
I went foraging with Anne of all trades. So we got to meet and we were talking about things, and I'm like, well, there's some elder. I said I stopped at that train, and she's like, oh, and we're talking. I'm like, well, there's some over there. So we went over and looked at the elderflower. So that was kind of cool. And she's just an amazingly wonderful person. Everybody, the thing that I love about this is builds community for me. So I love that. The other thing is we stayed in a bed and breakfast, and Courtney and Dustin were there, and Roberta from Roberta's Artistic Adventures was there, stayed with us. And it was so great to just come back, and it was family style. And we all sat around the island with pop or coffee or whatever, and just had some great time talking with each other and fellowship. And then I got to play with Dustin and Courtney's little guy, and I got to make breakfast for everybody the first day and the second day. And I love feeding the people I love. So that was really, really wonderful.
Well, so in the mornings you were going around to the other things too then?
Yes. When I had an opportunity. It's just, I have so much setup to do. That's why we schedule it for 1 o'clock, because there's a lot of setup, a lot of prep work. I'm helping Sarah a little bit with prep work too, so that she can do other things. That she has several commitments going on during this where she speaks before she cans. So I make sure that all of her stuff is set up too, so that it just runs smoother for us.
Yeah, I just had a thought, just jumped in my mind when you said she was speaking and stuff beforehand. Too bad you couldn't have gotten someone to set up, you get a table space yourself for your books and stuff.
Oh, they've offered that. I just can't. I have not been able to afford buying the books to have them there. And that's the problem, is I just can't afford to buy a whole bunch on condition that I might sell them, because what if I don't, and then I have money tied up in them. So yeah. I did have, we did this year something new, which was very interesting. We did have a social where everybody who was a presenter of any kind did have a table. They had a barbecue where you could buy barbecue dinner and come around and sit and talk to all of us and visit. And we each had tables. We were signing autographs and talking, answering any more questions. I wanted to talk to Joel Salatin, but he had no less than 50 people around him for the entire social. But I did, once things kind of died down on my table, I did have a chance to go and talk to the gentleman from Rogue Foods and Anne and a couple other presenters that I hadn't met before. And it was just wonderful to get to meet new people and, share ideas. And I got to talk to David Seltzer and his wife, and they're just wonderful people, and that was really nice to get to talk with them. It's just, some of these people I meet come back year after year, and I'm looking for certain people in the audience that have come every year the last 3 years. People I've met that help with the setup, help with the tear down. They're just everybody. I look for the same faces, and it's just really nice. It feels like coming home for family, with family there. It's just so nice.
Yeah. I mean, it just sounds like a 2-day event like that. It's going to be just so, I can just see there's so much fun, and then the first night there's probably a lot of people interacting, presenters and stuff interacting, these going off, meeting here, meeting those there, doing whatever.
And people were running over to make sure they got one of Joel's books and got it signed before he got too busy again, or he is such a wonderful human being, and he just always has time for everybody, and he's just amazing. And I wish I'd had some time to talk to him this time. I didn't. But yeah, I try in the morning to sneak through. I spent about half an hour talking to the gentleman that publishes the 2 magazines, and I don't know, Plain Values. That's the name of the magazine. Is one of them is Plain Values, and I got to speak with him for quite a while, and that was really nice. Last year the fundraiser was Roy Feek did a concert the night that this year we did the social. And all of the money was donated to build a special needs school like the one that Rory Feek has at Hardin Mill. So it's a very identical setup, identical premise, one-room school for kids who are special needs, or to integrate them into a school with other kids. So not everybody's special needs. I didn't mean to say it that way. Yeah. And they've got their building all built, that they've got their teacher hired, and hopefully by next year they'll be up and running full time.
Cool.
Yes. And that was just a blessing. The first year, all the money from the concert was donated to the floods in Kentucky. And then this last one, it was for the school. And it's just amazing to see all of the things that the way that the summit blesses people. It's not just us that come and are there, but it also goes on to bless the community there.
Excellent. Now, was there a particular booth or presenter that you really enjoyed, when you had a chance to get away, see them, or?
Well, Joel is always my favorite, but this year it was Anna of all trades. Yeah. It was just, yeah, she's just wonderful. I was very nice to get to talk to her. We didn't get to talk much, but we really did connect, and I think that's really amazing, so.
Yeah. I'm just making sure I popped everybody saying hello who's saying hello out there. Yeah, so if I miss throwing you up, say, hey, I said hello, and I'll throw you up there, your name up. Oh, yeah. I mean, I can just imagine that, because back when I was still working, and in California there and stuff, I would get picked on to set up 2 or 3 different, one-day emergency preparedness fairs, so. And usually it's like, okay, this month you can tell everybody, all right, this month we're going to be here. Next month we're going to wash, rinse, and repeat over here.
Yeah.
And so that made it easy, because we were in the same county. We were just like, from Martinez down to San Ramon, out to Antioch, and so we were just bouncing around in the county. But very rarely do we see same people from the different preparedness fairs at another preparedness fair. Occasionally we did, because they've heard about it and they wanted to ask more questions.
Yes.
But just working with the people that do these events, whether it's the food summit, an emergency preparedness fair, or whatever it is, these are people that are, what's the word? Begins with an A. altruism. The ones that rush in for altruistic. Yeah, they're the ones that that are going to be the first to help, anyways.
Yes.
And so,
oh yeah,
they're out there. Just, I mean, they give so much of their time.
yes, and All American is one of our sponsors, and I really, really. Just a minute, Caitlin. I'm going to get to that. Let me finish this one, and you pop that up too quick. So All American again was so generous and so giving, and they're just an amazing company to work with. I just want to shout out how much, as I'm wearing my All American T-shirt. I love my All American. I love them. Wonderful, wonderful people. Kaylin, I have a surprise. So pop that back up there if you can, Gil.
Mm-hmm.
We are doing a collab. I am going to Nashville, and I am going to cook in Anne's kitchen. And we're going to teach each other a few things. So I think that is amazing. And it will be sometime this winter because, well, I'd like to go to Nashville when it's cold here and warm there. So that is in the works, and I am excited. I am so excited. She's just amazing.
To find Courtney's picture she had out here. It's not showing up. I have to hang on, because about something there. So hang on, I got to bring it up here. I know she has it here.
I should have posted you some more pictures.
But this was one that she did. I saw it here on Facebook, and it's not. And of course, Facebook is throwing stuff up. It said 9 hours ago, last year, 9 hours ago, 5 years ago, and I was like, no, I want to see her current.
Well, go into Rebel Canners and type in the Food Summit, and I have 9 pictures from the Food Summit, including some with Anne and all of these people, different times. If you do mine, it's in there.
Food.
I posted it. Yeah, Food Summit. It might still be pinned to the top. I'm not sure.
Here we go.
Now that is last year.
That was last year.
That's last year.
Because that was, and this is just today's on it. So I was trying to find, because Courtney posted a picture of her canner being laser etched.
Yes.
And I was trying to find that picture.
Hang on. I got one better for you. Hang on. I'll be right back.
So, but yeah, Lehman's, anybody that bought let me get this right. Anybody that bought or got a All-American canner could take it over to the Lehman store and get it etched. And the gray one you see there for Tammy's little avatar is etched with her Rebel Canners logo on it. And Courtney got the yellow All-American canner and got Wide Family Farm put on it.
Do they do the powder coating too?
It comes already coated.
Okay.
This is the black one that I had a little tiny picture put on for my daughter.
There it is.
There it is. And then, hang on.
Wait for it.
That picture is supposed to be as big as this one. But I was kind of busy, and we miscommunicated a tad bit.
All right, I found it. I found the picture. This is Courtney's lid getting done.
Yep.
And that's the machine there at Lehman's. And let me see what else I can find here.
Can you send out a canner and get it powder coated, whatever color you want?
No, you buy them coated.
Yes, because it's part of the manufacturing process.
Yeah.
Right.
They have blue, yellow, green, gray.
Love orange.
Orange. Yeah. And then the pink one is only at Lehman's. Yes, Sugar Creek has the world's largest cuckoo clock. It goes off on the half hour and the hour. We went into Sugar Creek and had dinner one night, and we stopped and saw the cuckoo clock. We do that every year. It's a tradition. And there's Courtney and Joel.
Yep. And I'm not sure. They're on the road driving there.
Yep. They're on their way home. They were tired. That was when we went out to dinner in Sugar Creek, I think.
Yeah. And
she bought that at the hardware store too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I mean, there was another picture and I can't find. It's just not showing up now. Where after it was all done, you could actually read "Wide Family Farm" on it, and it's kind of cool.
Yes.
And Jennifer Ocean's Homestead came in on your side.
Hi. Yeah, it was $8 this year to get it done. Last year they did that free for anybody. They gave out coupons at the summit. This year I had to pay $8 for it. So.
Yeah. Well, $8, for something like that is
And to protect it so that everybody, you go somewhere. Oh, that's mine. Oh no, it isn't. It's got my emblem on it.
So Jennifer's asking, do you know how much it would cost shipping to send her 930?
You only have to send the lid.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they allow you to ship them and get them embossed there. You'd have to talk to the hardware store.
Yeah. So you have to go online to Lehman's hardware store and
talk to customer support. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh.
But they only
they'll only etch the lid. They won't do the side of the canner.
Yes, because of the way the laser operates and it being so, I want to say convex or concave, because of the way it is, and you can't fit that into this machine.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so folks, next year, June 18th and 19th.
Yes.
Is the date to set aside for it. Start get your mason jars out. Start putting your quarters, nickels, pennies. An extra dollar or two. Save up for it.
Buy your tickets now because they are available online. I think if you buy them now, they're cheaper than if you wait till right before the summit too.
Yeah.
You get a discount. So. And it helps us plan how many are going to be there because those Amish there was 10 stoves. That food is being prepared right then and there. So they have 10 stoves that they're right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, and they hand turned the ice cream for the social. And every day they hand churned the ice cream for the event for us. So yeah, this catering company is phenomenal. And they come in and they do everything right on site, fresh. I mean, it doesn't get any fresher than this, unless you're at home.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking because I saw and I watched Courtney when she was interviewing you and Sarah,
and
I can't find that again. I don't know what happened to it. I can't find it on Facebook. I can't find it on YouTube. I don't know what happened to it, but
I sometimes I feel like they hide things, and then and it's just like I had my own videos put out as video suggestions to me 2 years later. Like, it's my video. Why are you suggesting I watch my own video?
I get that. I get that all the time on my channel. Like tomorrow morning, I'll get this suggested to me tomorrow morning.
And yesterday afternoon, My niece taught me how to cut rocks with a rock. Oh, that's why. My niece taught me how to cut rocks with a rock saw.
Mm-hmm.
I have one I've never used. I bought it like 5 or 6 years ago. I've never used it. So she was out there, come on, use mine. I got some rocks, we'll split them. And I did a video of cutting rocks to make jewelry for the first time. And I have 4,000, almost 500 views, 4,500 views on it. And as soon as the next video posted, it stopped getting views.
Yeah. Okay, found it. I got it. There are 2 videos here, at least on Grow Big TV. So let me drop that down. And so you want to see some of the videos, there's the link to Grow Big TV with Joe and Courtney. And so let me bring this up here. And videos. So I guess travel days when they were traveling, but these are the 2 videos that she posted. This is the interview, 12-minute interview. So if you, it's a good one to watch. It's a good video to watch. Go over there to, and that's the video there for it. And then here's one, a minute and a half of Tammy doing milk.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. Aiden here. Hey, how's it going? So yeah, I mean, like I said, I was just, I would love to go to it. Of course, next year we will have, probably have a better chance on getting out there and going to it. But it'll probably be like a 1-week trip out there, and go to the summit, go over to White Family Farm, come back, hit Nash Nurseries, swing up, see you guys again, and yeah.
That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that would be.
I want to go to Nash Nurseries. I got invited to go with Paula, and unfortunately, I didn't have a vehicle to go that day to meet her over there. So I really, really want to go sometime, especially when she's there. But it's been something on my bucket list to do, is to get over there and see it. And I never seem to be able to do it when they're open and have a sale going on. But
yeah.
Maybe in the fall when it's cooled off. Get some clearance plants for my food forest. I did go to Berlin Seeds and get another plant this year. I got a black pearl redbud tree. So the leaves are red all year round. Mm-hmm. And as you know, redbud jelly is my favorite jelly. So I am babying this tree. It's out here. I'm watering it. I'm telling it how much I love it. And hopefully I can get it established in the food forest once this heat wave breaks. About September, October, November. I'll stick it in the ground.
Now I always wondered, like I know on some of the apple trees that I got, I was getting the suckers off the rootstock. And my mom did it, and my grandmother did it. They would say it was doing that. They would go in there and they would let that get so tall, and then they would cut it away from the trunk. So I still, from the main plant, I still had some roots on it, and root that.
Yes.
And so they had rootstock, and then once it got taller, then they would go ahead and graft. The varieties onto it.
I did send a family member to a grafting seminar at Nash Nurseries for their birthday this year. So I'm hoping that they bring back some knowledge and share with us on how to graft trees. And that was pretty amazing. That class was very inexpensive. And I wish I had went myself as well. I should have.
Let me see here. So, as anyone who's been watching me for quite a while knows, I have about 40 wish lists on Amazon. Well, there's one for the staff sergeant. And so I got, because she's traveling, we were thinking about getting the 12-volt plug-in refrigerator. She keeps on saying, no, yes, no, yes, no. But
Grafting tools.
yeah, so this one's sitting there.
Yeah.
Of all the stuff, how to do the cuts and how to do that. So you can cut all the different type cuts and everything else to do the grafting on it. You do that one. And right now this one's unavailable because they sold out. This one's got a 17% discount on it, down to $23. And it still has just about everything else you had on the other ones. So
I learned something. There's a special one for roses. I did not know that you could graft roses. I mean, it makes sense.
Ooh.
You can. But there's a special grafting tool for roses. It's almost like a star, like a 5-pronged star that goes each way. And yeah, that's got to get on my wish list now.
My wife, when we were the year before, that we were engaged before we got married, I did the romantic thing with, cut, stop, and home. I'm just swing into the grocery store there, the Lucky, grab some roses and stuff and bring them home to her and stuff, and did that. And finally, after about, I think it was about 6 months to a year after we were married, she goes, "Stop bringing home dead flowers." But she would dry them and make craft work with them and stuff. And she goes, "Next time you feel a thing, take me over to the nursery." Well, we started going over to the nursery, and we bought all these different breeds of roses. Mm-hmm. And there's 16 of them out there lining the driveways. And so I know when she comes up here, she would love to either dig those up, which is going to be a pain, or take graftings off of them and get some potted ones going that she could bring up here and plant up here. But yeah, that's I know she's going to want rose bushes up here because we know roses grow because we have the friggin' ragged robin roses growing, wild up here in amongst the lilac and out where it's like,
Yeah.
So roses do grow here, and they survive the winter. They survived the winter, the polar vortex last year or year before, or both. So they do survive. They do grow here. So I know we're going to be putting roses in all over the place here.
Perfect.
And Serena Norell is here.
Hi.
Oh yeah, it's just so these types some, and I've been seeing more of these this year popping up on my ads, either on YouTube ads about them, or on when I'm watching the movies on Roku, forget the other one, the Tubi, or even over on Max. I've seen blips for stuff, and it's like, wow. Tibor's in the house, and there's been 3 so far in Ohio this year. There's one going on out Nebraska. There's another one. I think, Caitlin, it's down near you somewhere. I think there's the one in that was being talked about in Iowa. But I've been paying too much attention because, hey, I'm busy here. I'm not going to be trudging off over there. I couldn't even go to the one I wanted to go to. But then I also just saw there was one down Tennessee. that they were, a food summit, not just a homesteaders get together, but a food summit type homesteaders classes and all this other stuff going on with commercial backing on it.
And we have one now in Michigan. It's called the Mitten Homesteaders event. And that was earlier in the spring. And I actually learned quite a bit. I got to take home some milk kefir starter grains and SCOBY for kombucha. And so I got to learn stuff about that. I had never got to do it, and I was very hands-on. It was excellent. I actually went to the same presentation twice. And then there were several different, same thing, workshops all day throughout it. And then a lunch, and then booths for selling things. But that was about 450 people. I'm sure next year it'll be twice that.
Yeah. And does anybody know that you're there? Know you're a presenter over at this one?
Yes, only because one of the organizers had asked me about being a presenter there, but they kind of wanted to keep it small, so they weren't really doing a whole lot. So I never kind of got followed through with it, which was fine. But I actually got to go and watch him speak. We are friends in real life. He was talking on, it's Jeremy Chambers from Independence Acres on YouTube. And he was talking on butchering rabbits. And we were kind of laughing because I was the one that gave him his first rabbits. So I got a hold of 14 California 12-week-old rabbits. Well, they were very nice rabbits. And instead of doing what one does with rabbits when they get to be about that age, I actually offered them up to anybody on my friends list who wanted to get a breeding trio. And so I passed them out to several people who then, a lot of them are still doing rabbits, and I'm not into rabbits anymore. And he now goes around and teaches, and he has some really great tools that he sells, and it's just amazing. So you can go over and check out his channel. That'd be great too.
And what's his channel again?
Independence Acres.
Okay, give me a second here. I'm going to bring that up.
And I wish I had thought to put the link, but he was one of the organizers. Now next year, I have volunteered to help with the event. If they want me to present, that's fine. But I am actually helping with organizing some of the giveaways. And I do know for a fact that there will be an All-American canner given away at the Mitten Homesteaders event as one of the prizes, as well as canning lids and canning jars.
Is this him?
That's him. Yep, the second one down there.
Yeah, and that's that's his main channel here.
Yep, Independence Acres Homestead. Yep.
So anybody interested? There.
Hang on.
Is the link for it?
I could have showed you this. I don't know why I didn't. And there is his logo on my coffee mug. Yes.
Cool.
And him and his wife and his kids are just
Uh-oh, she froze. Is it just her or
his whole family is amazing. I got to meet his whole family. I previously only met him, but it was amazing to get to meet his wife, and his kids were there, and it was a lot of fun.
All right. You're probably not going to go live this week, are you?
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, I figured you'd be decompressing after last week.
Well, Dad and I have to unpack so I can pack because I'm gone again next week. So it's laundry this week and more laundry.
So coming up here, let me get here. Got to get things sitting here right. Okay, so tomorrow night on my other channel, Gray Man Prepping, that's Gray with an A, The topic is how broken is the all-knowing AI, and how is it going to affect you as a prepper? So that's what we're talking about tomorrow on Gray Man Prepping. On Thursday is the Midnight Ride with Gray Man Prepping. Friday, back here on Camp Patton Family Compound, homemade leavened bread, non-yeast breads. I found an article on stuff like this a while ago, put it in there. Now you gotta go find the article and all the information I noticed 3 months ago when I added it to the list of topics here. So we're gonna be talking about homemade leavened flatbread and other types of bread and stuff. But we're gonna start with flatbread and go from there. So if any of you have any favorite recipes along this line, Skinner Farms is here. Hey, Josh.
Oh, hey, Josh.
So we're glad to have you share recipes and favorite things on that Friday. So and then Saturday, back on Gray Man Prepping, Survival Saturday is rabbits for preppers.
Oh.
So, and then next Monday, you're gone.
Yes.
And Mark is going to take the center stage for, we're going to be talking about freeze drying science, the science behind freeze drying. And then from there, we're going to go wherever Mark takes it or the side chat takes it.
I might even rehydrate some stuff on live.
Cool.
Well, I will be here in spirit with you. And maybe if I can sneak my phone. Yeah, I probably can't.
Yeah, probably not. It's all right. You can watch the replay.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tammy. What you need to do, hang on, let me find it here. Let me find it. There it is. You just now take this bad boy up there and have it built, with the disc pop up and everything on it.
Well, if I get the reception, maybe we'll talk. I have an idea. We'll talk after this.
Okay. Just for Mondays only coming up here. Some of the topics, the order may change a little bit. So next Monday, and I froze. Next Monday is going to be freeze drying science. We got canning science, high acid canning types of water. And we got and then we have low sugar canning, and then we got possibility again with Mark taking over when Tammy's gone, talking about jerky.
And I have a new idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh crap! Here we go.
Well, I don't know if I've really talked about this yet because I'm really excited. I got to bring it back up again before we leave. I did just buy an antique steam canner that's like older than my grandmother.
Oh.
So that was part of why I was late today. I ran an hour away. They had one. They had a 19. It's either a 1910 or 1930. I got to look at it. I just got it. Conservo steam canner that goes on the wood stove.
Cool.
I've heard that name before.
I saw one in the group a year ago, and I've wanted one ever since. It's on Etsy right now. They have them $110 to $150 on eBay and Etsy. I scored one for $30. It's intact. It's ready to use. I just need to polish. It's copper. It's all copper pan on the bottom, tin on the top. It is intact. All of the pieces are there. And I just need to get out my barkeeper's friend and have a 15-minute love session with this, and it's ready to can.
Excellent. I can see right now the videos coming out.
So there may be some steam canning videos in our future. Maybe we could do a demonstration. I don't want Mark to rehydrate stuff and me not do a live. So a live something.
Yeah,
Yeah. And see what else we got. So I covered it. Yeah. So basically for Mondays, that's what we have through August 5th. If you have any suggestions for topics for, the Monday night here, you can send it either to Tammy at Rebel Canners, or you can send it to me Boop, there it is. Camp Patton Family Compound. And we will add. I'll add it to the list here of scheduled live streams.
Awesome.
Yeah. Or if it's not one for a live stream, you know, if it's like either for Tammy or for me to do a short 8-minute video or whatever, we will take those suggestions too.
Yes, I'm looking for ideas. It's really hard. That's the hardest thing about this is I feel like I've done so many things that I run out of ideas. So I was really excited to get this canner because I'm like, oh, I can do so many different things I've never done. And, you know, obviously I've never used one of these before. There's a learning curve. It works on my wood stove or over the fire. Oh yes, I'm like emailing this guy. I'm like, I want it today. I will be there. Let me find a way. I will, you know, I will be there. And then
hold on, I have to make a pit stop to rob a bank, but I'll be there.
Well, luckily my YouTube money just hit, so I just reinvested it back into the channel in this canner. So there goes my $30. But you know, easy come, easy go. It does 18 pints or 14 quarts in one time.
Yeah.
So it's just amazing. It's interesting. I think it's something that not a lot of people have seen. So I think it'll be fun. And I've only found one video on YouTube that has one.
Cool.
So.
Yeah. So like Kay was saying, you know, I also taking tips for my, you know, my Gray Man prepping channel and the your prep for today. I didn't just do the your prep for today for the last 2 days because I was overwhelmed with grandkids the last 2 days here. So video did get made.
I had that problem Saturday and Sunday. I didn't get much done for videos because I had my grandson for the first time in a really long time. And so, you know, here we are in the camper and now we're adding one more person. I've got to organize. So.
Okay, we got a suggestion right here. How about ways for people with carpal tunnel syndrome to water a raised bed without digging up the ground while still being able to mow easily?
Yeah.
All right. Just so what everybody knows, I've worked for Homeland Security. I was the emergency management coordinator. What they don't know is years back before I got married, I was a Class A general engineering contractor in California. So
you got irrigation down pat. That might. I don't know. See, I would be like, oh, you can, you know, put in an irrigation system, but then your lawnmower would chew it all up. So I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I will save this and dig into this a little bit more. But for my yard here right now, with the frost line and stuff, I don't want to have to dig down 3 feet to run sprinkler line. So I lay hoses out. And when I go to mow, I just walk along, kick the hose over 2 feet, mow. No. Next time I kick it back 2 feet, so the sprinkler line moves a little bit each time.
That works.
Prep good frost-free freezers. Yeah, my daughter across the street uses a tripod and some of the ones that kind of go that I used to go like this. I also have for sprinklers. I have the sprinkler tractor where the front thing straddles the hose and follows the hose along, and it goes. Yeah, I have 2 of those out there functioning right now. The lawn is finally solid enough to support those again, so
yeah,
we're using those. All righty, we're on the time here. So, any last minute words?
Do a little bit every day.
Yeah. All right, folks. So, as always, everyone, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out doing anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps: water, food, medicine, clothing. Start a garden if you don't have one. If you have an outside garden, practice doing indoor garden, because over on Gray Man Prepping for 2025, we're having the indoor garden challenge. So garden more. See y'all later.
Bye.
Have a good night, everybody.